10 insane facts about the Mongol Empire. What if I told you that a single man once controlled more land than anyone in human history? That his armies could vanish into thin air, only to strike from the shadows with merciless precision? That the legacy of his empire still affects your daily life, even now, centuries later? This isn't a Hollywood fantasy. This is the story of the Mongol Empire, a nomadic horde that reshaped the world in ways you've never imagined. From apocalyptic warfare to unexpected innovations, the Mongols were more than just brutal conquerors, they were world builders. In this video, we're diving into 10 insane facts about the Mongol Empire that will absolutely blow your mind. Stick around, because number 10 might just change how you view history itself. Fact 1. The Mongols created the largest continuous land empire in history. At its peak, the Mongol Empire stretched from the Pacific Ocean in the east to the heart of Europe in the west. It encompassed over 9 million square miles, or nearly 24 million square kilometers. That's larger than the entire continent of Africa. All of this was achieved in less than a century. Under Genghis Khan and his successors, the Mongols united the fractious tribes of the Eurasian steppe and expanded outward with terrifying efficiency. The empire was so vast, it included modern-day China, Iran, Iraq, Russia, and even parts of Eastern Europe. To put that in perspective, no single modern nation, not the United States, not Russia, not China, has ever matched the sheer scale of Mongol domination. Fact 2. Genghis Khan started with nothing. The most powerful conqueror in human history began his life as a poor, orphaned outcast. Born as Temujin around 1162, he grew up in the harsh Mongolian steppes after his father was poisoned and his family abandoned by their own tribe. Temujin endured starvation, slavery, betrayal, and brutal warfare. But through ruthless strategy, unwavering ambition, and extraordinary charisma, he rose to unite the Mongol clans. By 1206, he had become Genghis Khan, or universal ruler. His story isn't just about conquest, it's a rags-to-world domination tale that proves how far sheer willpower can take you. Fact 3. The Mongols were military geniuses, not just brutes. Forget the stereotype of mindless savages. The Mongols were master tacticians who used psychological warfare, intelligence networks, feigned retreats, and strategic mobility to destroy armies far larger than their own. They deployed scouting units, practiced signal communication using flags and drums, and coordinated attacks across vast distances. One of their favorite tricks? Pretending to flee in panic, drawing the enemy into a trap where fresh Mongol troops would circle back and strike with lethal precision. Even European knights in heavy armor were helpless against their hit-and-run tactics and deadly archery from horseback. Fact 4. They revolutionized communication with the YAM system. Imagine sending a letter across 6,000 miles, and it arriving faster than in 19th century Europe. That's what the Mongols accomplished with the YAM, a relay postal system that connected the vast empire with a network of horse stations spaced every 25 to 40 miles. Riders carried messages across Eurasia at blistering speeds. This made the Mongol Empire one of the first truly global information networks, centuries before the internet. It wasn't just for government use either. Traders, travelers, and ambassadors could use the system too, creating a level of connectivity that hadn't existed since the Roman Empire. Fact 5. They were brutally efficient, but religiously tolerant. The Mongols were ruthless in battle, wiping out entire cities if resistance was offered. But once you surrendered, you could keep your religion, customs, and even your leaders. The empire included Buddhists, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Taoists, and more. Genghis Khan himself worshipped Tingri, a sky god, but he encouraged religious freedom and even invited scholars of various faiths to debate in his court. This religious tolerance helped stabilize the empire, win over conquered populations, and promote cross-cultural exchange on an unprecedented scale. Fact 6. They engineered the first passport system. Long before modern passports were a thing, the Mongols used a system called the peza, a tablet or medallion that served as an official passport and safe-conduct pass. Holders of a peza were allowed to travel freely across the empire, receive supplies at YAM stations, and even command assistance from local officials. This innovation made trade and diplomacy across thousands of miles secure and efficient. It also laid the groundwork for modern travel documents and international protection protocols. Fact 7. The Mongol Peace, Pax Mongolica, made the Silk Road flourish. After decades of conquest, the Mongol Empire ushered in a period of peace known as the Pax Mongolica, a golden age of trade and cultural exchange. The Silk Road, once dangerous and disjointed, became a superhighway for goods, ideas, technology, and even diseases. Spices, silk, paper, gunpowder, and porcelain flowed westward. In return, Europe sent glassware, metalwork, and wool. It's no exaggeration to say that globalization as we know it began with the Mongol Empire. Fact 8. They accidentally helped spread the Black Death. Here's a dark twist: the same trade routes that enriched the world also helped unleash its deadliest plague. The Black Death, or bubonic plague, likely spread from Central Asia to Europe via Mongol-controlled trade routes. One infamous event? In 1346, Mongol forces besieging the city of Kaffa allegedly catapulted plague-infected corpses over the walls, an early form of biological warfare. The disease soon spread to Europe, killing an estimated 25 million people. So yes, the Mongols helped connect the world, but that connection had deadly consequences. Fact 9. They had female generals and powerful queens. Mongol women had far more freedom and influence than in most other medieval societies. They rode horses, owned property, and even led armies. One of the most famous Mongol queens was Sorgatani Beki, the mother of Kublai Khan. She was a political mastermind who helped guide the future of the empire. There was also Kudalin, a warrior princess and descendant of Genghis Khan, who fought alongside the army and challenged men to wrestling matches, refusing to marry unless they could defeat her. In a world dominated by male rulers, the Mongols stood out for empowering women in leadership roles. Fact 10. Their DNA still echoes through the world today. Here's the mic drop: 1 in every 200 men alive today carries the genetic signature of Genghis Khan. That's over 16 million men, most concentrated in Central Asia. Geneticists discovered a specific Y chromosome lineage that originated roughly 1,000 years ago, and it matches the timeframe and location of Genghis Khan's empire. The man didn't just conquer nations, he left a dynasty of DNA. It's the most prolific case of male lineage ever recorded in human history. So, what do we learn from all this? The Mongol Empire wasn't just a violent flash in history, it was a catalyst for global transformation. From unifying trade routes to pioneering communication systems, from religious tolerance to legacy genetics, the Mongols influenced everything from warfare to culture to international diplomacy. Their empire may have collapsed, but their impact is still shaping the world we live in. And if you thought all of this was fascinating, just wait till we dive into their battles, betrayals, and bold ambitions in future videos. If you enjoyed this journey into the wild world of the Mongols, hit that like button and subscribe for more insane stories from history that your teachers never told you. Comment below, which Mongol fact surprised you the most? And don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss another epic history deep dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and stay curious. History isn't just about the past. It's about understanding the forces that shape our future.